And I've heard this across the board, and I've heard a lot of women in sport talk about this, the misconception that women in sports are hired for their looks. How do you overcome that? And hey, she's just here for your looks. How do you overcome and show them, hey, I'm here for the knowledge that I have and the way I can be able to input and provide for the sports?
It took me a while to realize this, but if there's anything that I want people to like remember about me or just remember in general, it's that it's okay to be attractive, to be put together, to be really smart, to be good at your job, to be dynamic, to be a leader, to push people, to challenge people, to have fun, to make mistakes. Like all of those things collectively are okay. And I think what's happened at times in our history is that women have been maybe put in categories where they say, well, to make her more palatable, it's just because of the way she looks, right? Or she's here only because of her knowledge, because maybe she doesn't have a certain appearance that people think is what we should have as women. And more, I'm like, we could just be all of those things at once. Like we could be well-rounded. We could be people who care about fashion. We could be people who care about how we present ourselves and maybe getting our hair and makeup done and knowing that it is a visual medium, but we can also be smart as a whip and we can also know these sports just as well as a lot of the men. Now, I'll be the first to say, I didn't play football. So I don't try to pretend like I know as much as a Dan Orlovsky or a Marcus Spears or a Ryan Clark or a Mina Kimes. But even Mina, for instance, is different. She will firmly say she didn't play football, but yet she analyzes the game at the level of those who did. And I think that's such a credit to her and the work that she's done. It's why she's so unique. It's why she's Emmy nominated. It's why she's so rare.
Shout out Mina.
Shout out Mina. But I think in my case, you know, what I hope that somebody would see with me is it's hopefully it's built on credibility, and that's the knowledge being first and foremost. Anything else around that is sort of a ancillary detail, but yet it all comes together and that matters. And it's taken me years to feel okay about that. I mean, there have been many times when I've thought, okay, I have to be careful about this, or like I can't say anything about, you know, my hair or my makeup or my outfit, or like I can't. And more I'm thinking, well, why can't I? Because it should be that, and it's perfectly okay for men to do that, as they should. Like I love when
fresh now.
Yes, and I love when they do, and they celebrate their outfits and things like that. So women should also be able to do that too, and I think we can, and I think we will continue to.